What's up, YouTube? It's your boy IP Boys back again on this channel. Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are spending a lot of time with your family. Hope you guys are being profitable on the market. So today I'm giving you guys good tips on how to trade supply and demand, or how to mark your supply and demand zones. It's very simple, but a lot of people don't understand this concept. Like, you always sell at your supply zone and buy at your demand zone. All you need to check if once you come into the chart, or once you are on the chart, all you need to ask yourself, what trend are we on? Understand? You need to ask yourself, what trend are we on? Are we on a uptrend or a downtrend? If we are on a uptrend, you will be expecting higher highs, higher low. That is what you will be expecting: higher highs, higher low. You buy from a higher low. You always buy from a higher low and sell. You always buy from the higher low and sell from a lower high. It's very simple. It's a very simple concept. All you need to do is to always know which trend you are on. It's very simple. So today I gonna show you guys how to mark these zones, because I know that some people are very confused. Like, so many people do DM me asking me this question: how do I mark my zones? Like, some mark it, or some get it wrong marking these zones. Some mark it from the wicks to the upper wicks, from the lower wicks to the lower wicks. So for me, so far, from my back testing and from all my mentorships, that mentorship program that I've been having with my mentor, so this is what I learned from them, and it's really working for me. It's really working for me. If you can follow this process, like, you will not dash your broker money anymore. So please, if what I'm doing now is like giving you a edge, please, you ought to share and like this video, please. This is my new channel. This is a new channel. Once I start, I'll be giving you guys a lot of tips. Those that doesn't know how to trade supply and demand or smart money concept, I will teach you guys all here, like episode by episode, both Quasimodo, supply and demand, everything about trading. I will always upload 2 times per week, which will be very good and nice. So we also have a Telegram community. You can also join in the link on the description. Just click down below, you will see our Telegram community. You can also join on these zones. You need to consider only 2 things. We have reversal supply zone, base zone, and we also have continuation base zones. So on these 2 things, you need to know whether, if you are on a uptrend, you know that any zone you are doing is a continuation. Once the market trace back, you buy from there. And if it's a downtrend, once the market retrace up, you sell from there. So these are these zones. Like, if it's a downtrend, you need to see a huge drop, the indecision candle, which is the base before this drop, and that base the candle that breaks this base will breaks both the low, the previous low. That's what makes your supply zone accurate. So for this is for supply zone. So marking these things, you need to mark it from the opening of the last bullish candle before the sell, and the opening body. This is the opening body. From this opening body to the wicks, top wicks, from the opening body to the top wicks, That's how you mark these zones. It's very simple. You always wait the market to come to these zones before you sell. You always wait the market to come to this zone before you sell. If market's not on the zone, you ought to wait or to know what the market is doing. You can see for this, from the opening body, you can see this one have a small wick, and the candle that breaks it has a larger wick. All you need to do is to also mark it from the opening body of the bullish candle to the wicks of the bearish candle that breaks it. So this is how it looks like. So always you can see this one. You can see we have we have two bullish candles here, two bullish candles attempting to go up, but suddenly they like the banks, hedge funds came to this market, left their order around these zones. These their orders, they left it before this drop. This drop shows it shows their footprint. We call it footprint. So we as a smart money traders, we always wait for their coast. We want to know where the coast is and where the liquidity is before we take our trade. If we don't see any cost or any liquidity type of form, we don't take any trade. So once we see something like this base drop, we know that once the market comes back at this zone, this is like a base. Once the market comes back, you draw it from the opening of the body to the upper wicks. So sometimes some candles do have something like this. Some candles do have something like this because nothing is perfect. Some will have upper wicks like this. So the only thing you can do is always draw it from the body, opening of the body, collect these two candles to the top wicks for your supply zone. So we can see base drop. So again, we ought to see another one. This is another drop for supply zone. If you want to check for the demand, you got to flip this chart. You flip it, you got it at the same way. So from this candle, you are not drawing from this candle because this is a bearish candle. After this candle, we had another candle here, which is this candle here, which is this bearish candle before the drop, and you can see that this drop breaks this low. So we consider here as our supply zone. It's very accurate. You don't believe me, or please don't believe me. Always backtest. Go back to your chart, backtest these things. Just backtest how to map these zones. Learn how to map these zones. It will really help you to make you be profitable on this market. Backtest a lot of time. Don't believe me. Don't believe what I'm telling you now, or what I'm trying to teach you. Don't believe me. All you need to do is to go to your chart and backtest. Go to your chart and backtest. Know where the hedge funds are, and know where the banks are, where their left order is. We do call it order block. The order block is your supply zone. This is a supply zone order block. And also know where the trend is. So you can see this one from the opening of this doji candle. It depends. Even though this candle has a small wick or large wicks, I will always draw it I always draw it from the body of the candle to the wicks. So from the body of the candle to the wicks, then you wait. So all you need to now is to wait. You don't need to chase price tapping at this zone. We always approach with compression. It will always come with compression. That's how you know weak rejections. It always come with compressions. I don't want to know how price wanna tap. The only thing I want to know is to see once price taps to this zone. Once it taps to this zone, that's when you wait for your break of structure. once you had a break of structure like QML, you ought to go to your 15 minutes time frame or 5 minutes time frame. So for me, I trade 4 hours H1 and 15 minutes time frame. I do my entries at 15 minutes time frame. All you need to do, wait for the market to come to your zone. Once the market come to your zone, you go to your smaller time frame, look out for your QML. In my next video, I will after this series on supply and demand, because I have to clarify you guys for new traders who are still struggling, or like who doesn't know how to trade supply and demand zones. Like I'm like trying to help you guys learn it for free. I don't want you guys to pay for any mentorship or any mentorship program. The only thing you can do for me now is to just subscribe to my channel. That's the only way you can see, or the only way you can see my video or receive my notification once I drop a video. And it also helps you to stay consistent, like not learning from different, like this shit like it dropped me down. Like I was like learning from a lot of YouTubers, from a lot of mentors. I didn't focus on one strategy. If you can focus on this channel or any other channel which is good by you, always watch their videos, subscribe from them, know when they are like when they always upload, or anytime they always upload, learn their strategy, what they use. Or like I'm a smart money trader. I always trade. Before I trade, I always know how the market is moving. I always enter with confirmation. I always like to sniper my entries. So I also like you guys to sniper your entries. Just subscribe and click down below, subscribe and share this video so that we will grow this channel, so that it will go viral to the community. I also have a Telegram group. You can click down below to see my Telegram group. So for this video, once the price taps into the zone, it drops. That's the work of supply zone. For demand, it's also the same. You flip the chart. Once the price comes to your demand zone, you enter, wait for your confirmation, then it leaves. So I said the second question people do ask me, like I'll show you guys what they do ask me: what time frame would you consider trading supply and demand? Like I don't care, because a lot of people has their own thing. Like me, I like doing my own thing on a simple way. I don't like stressing myself. So the best, even on trading, simplicity is the key. Once you start keeping your analysis, your mindset simple, your everything simple, you see change in your life. So all you need to do now is just subscribe, pay attention to my learning. I do keep things simple, the way you will understand it, because that's my type. I always like simple stuff, and always time simple stuff always gives value. So always keep it simple. So I will show you my time frame for trade. I wouldn't bother telling you I do trade H4. I don't advise you to trade H4. You can neither trade supply and demand on M1, M5, M15. Any time frame you go, you always see these things: break of structure, rally base, rally, drop base, drop. So stay tuned. I will show you how to do it on a ray chart. So my time frame, why I do my time frame, because I'm a day trader. So I always mark my zones on H4 and 4 hours. Then once the price is on my zone, I go to H1 to see my break of structure, then take my trade on 15 minutes time frame. Very simple. It's very simple. Don't complicate things. Always keep it simple. Always keep it simple. So I'm not a scalper or a swing trader, I'm a day trader. So many people watching this video, I know so many of you guys are a swing trader or scalper, swing trader, day trader, or position traders. So you consider your zones according to their time frame which you trade. Day traders normally trade H4, H1, 15 minutes time frame. So that's my standard. So you got to know your standard and I keep it simple. So that's it. So I'll go to the chart to show you guys. I'll go to this is the current data the market is doing. This is the current data. I will start from here. I'll start from here to draw. And I'll go to my H4. This is my H4. This is where I normally do my mapping. So as you can see, all you need to know is where is the trend on. Is the trend uptrend or downtrend? As you can see, this is a uptrend. Here is the uptrend. So once the market is going up, we buy once the price retraces with compression. And you know compression is very risky. You don't buy at compression, you sell once the market stops to your zone. So you see this candle, this impressive move gave us this candle here gave us this impressive move. So as you can see, this is the last bearish candle before this move. So we draw it from the opening of the candle to the wicks. This is the wicks. Please don't mind the color. I will change them. I'll change these colors. We had another zone here. This is a doji from the opening of the doji to the wicks, or you can extend it to the highest wicks to be at the safer side, to know where price we hold. And not every demand or supply zones that always holds. You need to always wait the market to break the lower structure. That's your confirmation. That will be my next video. Or you all can always comment down below to know or to ask me any question about the trends. So for this one, we have for supply zone, once the market taps, you leave it from the opening of the candle to the wicks, and the market taps it. That is it. You can see here, we need to see a sharp move, a candle that breaks from the opening of the body to the wicks. You can see it taps here, then we leave it. So this for your downtrend. You have got to check what's the trend on. We are on a downtrend. You can see we are on a downtrend. So once the market is making lower lows, lower high, you need to mark your supply zones. This is H4. Once you go to 15 minutes time frame, you see a lot of things happening, a lot of noise happening, like a lot is happening. So yeah, it's going. So you had another one. So you always draw it, don't skip any. Once the price is still, once the zone is still fresh, that's the only time you draw. Once the zone is still fresh, price haven't penetrated into the zone, you need to draw it, so that it will tell you, it will show you a roadmap of where price is leading to. It will always show you a roadmap of where price is going or where price is leading to. So that is it. Any zone that didn't hold, don't bother. Always wait for the next zone that is coming up. You can see here we have king. Here. You see price touched it. All these things are a lot of pips. Like once you catch one, a lot of it depends on your strategy or your plan. What you always take once you have a winning trade. It depends. So we have another one here. Test a lot, backtest a lot. You backtest. You don't need to make any decision if price haven't come to your zone. That's the standard. You don't need to make any decision if price hasn't come to your zone. You need to wait the market to come to your zone. That's the only time you decide to wait for your confirmation. If there is no confirmation, you need to wait unit price or the market shows you a confirmation. So this for supply. You have a lot. These things is everywhere. All you need to do is just backtest your strategy. You can see we had QML at this zone. So you can see we had QML at this zone. In other block. On my next video, I will teach you guys about QML plus MPL. It's very lucrative trading setup that makes a good trade. You can see we had this drop, and price came with compression. See, price always come with compression. After this huge candle, engulfing candle, we break this low, which is our BOS, or depends whatever you want to call it. You can call it change of character, or you can call it break of structure, depends on anyone you want to call it. Then we came with compression, assaulting every demand zone with compression. After these things, price drops. After it starts to this to come into the zone. You can see immediately price came into the zone and tapped. We had this huge drop. So that is it for today. Please stay tuned.